You are listening to a pleasure podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.
Do you know
Oh no, what?
I think I pulled a muscle during sex and
What?
it still hasn't healed. It's
What?
been months.
What? Okay.
Every
I think
time I'm in yoga, it reactivates it.
maybe you have
in the
a
groin.
strain from yoga.
No, it's a strain from sex is what that is.
You may have
Oh no.
a hernia.
No. I
No.
might. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Potter.
And I'm Karen Lee Potter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in
Strap on.
and enjoy the ride. Hello, you sneaky freaks. We're talking about sex today, like all other days.
I was going to say, what makes this day different than any other day?
I'll tell you what makes today different. The sneaky freak question of the week is, drum roll please, what is the worst excuse you've ever used or heard to avoid sex?
Now, Cam, have you ever tried to avoid sex?
If I ever yeah, all the time.
What?
I mean, I think it was more so in my youth.
In your youth, you tried to avoid sex.
Yeah, because I had a lot of
You had all these women
hang-ups.
like hanging all over
Not
you.
a lot, but I had some, and I was like, yeah. This is not a good situation here. And so in that situation, did I ever use an excuse? I think I just made it abundantly clear that I wasn't interested.
Okay.
I've heard an excuse.
What excuse have you heard?
The one that came to mind was when I asked my yoga teacher out. It was more of a rejection
I
to the
think
date.
I remember this. Actually, we talked about this on the show years ago, right?
Yeah. And she said, "Oh yeah, we'll figure it out."
Oh, that's,
That was a
that's
beastly rejection.
That's a outright. You're not getting any.
Outright, you're not getting any. Yeah.
I have a friend.
Yeah.
Who you might know who this is, and she was not turned on at all by her boyfriend, and she came up with the craziest excuses not to have sex, like I have a kidney stone, and my back went out. I mean, I had yeast infections, syphilis, gonorrhea, who knows what she said. It was
Every
unbelievable.
disease known to man.
Every disease she had, and one day he called me up, he goes, I know your friend, she has a lot of problems.
A lot of health issues.
A lot of health issues.
Have you ever used an excuse to avoid sex?
Probably during my long marriage to your father.
You really?
Yeah, I mean,
What would you
sometimes
say?
I'm not in the mood.
Yeah, it's not so much an excuse. It's
wasn't-
more of a. Well, I guess it's not a lie.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a lie. Have
Yeah,
I
yeah.
ever lied?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty upfront and honest about it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not happening.
But I think there are some good fables here.
Well, so let's turn to the sneaky freaks, you lovely listeners who have texted us at 310-356.
3920.
Let's hear what they had to say. The first person to respond was none other than your boyfriend, Deez.
Oh, yes.
Deez now goes by Deez Nuts in our phone.
I know.
He texted, I think I have AIDS. Okay, so no, hold on, sorry.
Wait.
The question of the week is, what's the worst excuse you've ever used or heard to avoid sex?
And he said that?
He said the excuse was, I think I have AIDS. We should wait a week or two.
Well, that was not with me. I don't know who he used that excuse with, but that's
Well, maybe he heard that excuse.
from me?
I don't think from you, but maybe
Oh.
someone else.
Oh, I see what you're getting at.
There was an excuse here about AIDS, which is pretty wild. That you have to wait a week or two.
Yeah, that's a little extreme, but it sounds right.
And the other excuse he said was, my other excuse is, I just fucked your sister, so I prefer to wait a week.
What the hell is
are
he talking
these
about?
responses?
Okay,
Who are you dating right now?
I don't.
He texts this shit in, and I have to read this.
Okay, well, you did not need to read it. You could have skipped over him.
He was the first one.
No, he's up and he likes to get his little comments in there, doesn't he?
He does. You want to
All
read
right.
the next one?
Yes, this is from Anonymous.
Okay.
I've had way too much coffee. I've shit 3 times this morning and peed about 5 times. So no, not right now.
I've been there with having too much excrement going on to have sex.
And I've come out and just said it. just like this anonymous said.
It just there's nothing happening here.
It's not going to happen. I have just had a lot of bowel movements.
I did. I
That's enough to turn anyone off.
This I did have a sex date at one point in Mexico.
Who are you? When did you have a sex date in Mexico?
I was supposed to have a sex date, and instead I ended up in the fucking hospital. This is after I had food poisoning, shat myself, and puked so much that I passed out and cut my head open and ended up in the hospital.
And then I remember you calling me, FaceTiming me with a freaking white towel full with blood. I'm like, what's that from?
This girl thought I was just flaking on her. She didn't believe my excuse that I was in the hospital.
I think that wins the best excuse ever.
Yeah, I was in the hospital for having cracked my head open. Yep, I'm with you, Anonymous. The next one we got was from Kimberly. Should we play her message?
Yes.
I don't know why that first message didn't record, but the worst excuse I've ever heard was my friend told her husband that she had a tampon stuck up inside her, and she wasn't able to have sex until she saw a doctor. I thought it was literally ridiculous, and I can't believe he fell for it. I personally don't make excuses. I'm straight up. If I'm not feeling it, I say so. Anyways, my name is Kimberly. I love you guys and look forward to more questions.
I love you too, Kimberly.
We love you. And what's unbelievable about that story is that I had when I lost my virginity, I actually had sex with a tampon on me, and we couldn't get it out afterwards.
Oh my God!
It was not an excuse. Obviously, I didn't care what the excuse. I'm going to just have sex no matter what. Well, I was like, how old was I? 19 years old or something?
How the fuck do I know how old you were?
I'm just thinking out loud. I was probably 19 and stupid. Stupid. Who does that? Who lets someone have sex with them when a tampon's in there? Yeah, and then we couldn't get it out. And I thought I was going to have to go to the emergency room and explain this to the doctors. Oh my God. People, when you're stupid, you're stupid.
Utterly right. When you're stupid, you're stupid. That was the takeaway?
That's the takeaway. When you're young, you're stupid.
I think that's actually a pretty good excuse. If she's got a tampon stuck up there, she's not going to have sex. Most people don't.
Not me, though.
You, on the other hand, would not. No. We got one from Tom, the elder statesman. We haven't heard from Tom in a bit. I'm excited to hear from him.
Tom is 70-something years old.
73.
Swings from the trees in the jungle.
So what's his worst excuse that he's ever used or heard to not have sex?
Tick, spider. What is that? Oh, he's giving a picture of the tick.
It's an emoji.
Emoji of the tick, and it said bite on balls.
Tick bite on balls.
Tick bite on balls.
Is that so fucking Tom the elder statesman?
It's so Tom, and it's actually a very good excuse.
Yes. I wouldn't want to have sex if I had a tick bite on my balls.
No, and who knows if there's more ticks down there.
And ticks do go for the balls. You know that?
How do you know
They
this?
go for warm, hairy places. You have to check your armpits. You have to check your groin area.
Is this something that you've researched?
Extensively.
Like when bed bugs, etc.?
Yeah, when I do these meditation retreats. Oh, that was another excuse I've received.
What? You had another excuse?
Yeah, I was dating someone. She goes on a silent retreat. She comes back. She goes, I can't, I'm on a different plane right now. I can't be having sex these days.
Oh.
She goes, I won't be having sex for about a month.
What?
It was a big fucking...
That's a big one.
Not going on meditation retreats ever again after that.
Well, you're not supposed to go to meditation retreats to hook up people. That's not the idea of it.
Who does it?
Who does that?
Yes.
Apparently you do that.
What do you mean? I didn't meet her on a meditation retreat.
Oh, I thought you met her.
Just happened to be my girlfriend, and she went on a meditation retreat, and she came back, and she was abstinent for a bit. It ended up breaking.
Okay.
Moving on to Brianna. We got another voicemail here. Let's play this one.
By the way, we love when you leave voicemails and texts. And if you want to leave a voicemail or text for us and answer these questions that you'll get once a week, no spam. It is
310-356-3920.
Please leave us a message.
For the record, they got 2 this week.
Oops.
Oops.
Oh boy, I forgot that. We only did that because I think
we stacked the episodes.
We decided to stack episodes today, whatever that means. Anyway, let's
whatever that means.
We're stacking.
Here's Brianna.
I had this girl one day who would not stop bothering me about having sex. And I was just kind of over it. I had a really busy schedule, and she wasn't understanding that. And so I told her that my mom had died.
What?
Oh,
Stop.
She
She told her that her
my
mom had died?
obviously.
yes. And she goes on to say, my mom didn't die, obviously.
Oh my God.
And then there was this other guy who like refused to believe that I was gay, and I ended up telling him one day, like we were at his apartment and he was trying to like have sex with me, and I ended up telling him that my mom had COVID and that I should call to check in on her. And I ended up calling my sister, and my sister started like knew the secret word and like started coughing and stuff. And it actually sounded like she was coughing up a lung. And he was like, "Oh, it sounds like your mom is pretty bad." I was like, "Oh yeah, she's in the hospital." And he was like, "What are you doing here?" And so he let me leave.
Oh my God.
Why is she always using her mother as an
I know.
excuse not to have sex? And
Instead of herself having COVID. Why did
COVID.
she just say, I have COVID right now?
Well,
Okay, maybe she's talking to him in person.
she was in person. I got that. But what about the fact that she's now put her mother in the grave and had COVID?
Yes.
And
I
the
know.
sister too.
Yeah, the sister's implicated. Now she knows the code word. She starts coughing up a lung.
Oh my God.
That's hilarious. Brianna's got the system down.
Yeah.
But also, what's going on that she's got to have to use all these excuses? Why not just say, hey, no, I'm not having a sex?
I'm not heterosexual.
I'm not
Or
heterosexual.
I don't know
Not
what the term
interested.
is.
Yes, that's right.
You say that?
She says
I'm not
gay.
heterosexual.
I'm not heterosexual. I'm not interested in you. Yeah. Why didn't she say that?
I don't know, Kim, but you know what? Some people are not as confident as you are.
I'm very confident when it comes to rejecting people. Here we go from RH. You want to read this one?
Sure. I'm a virgin.
That's what he said as an excuse?
Yep.
That's not really an excuse. Some people like that.
Well, then he says, a woman was following me during a house party in my late 20s. I was minding my own business and I noticed what she was doing. Mind you, we only met at this party. I exchanged pleasantries with her and was meeting friends. After 2 hours of ducking and diving from her sight,
Ducking and diving. It's like playing dodgeball.
I was laughing when I was reading that earlier. Ducking and diving from her sight, she cornered me and asked me to smash her. Wow. I said no. She asked why, and I said, I'm a virgin, and I don't smash anyone until the 6th date. What? That doesn't really make sense.
Maybe he never made it to the 6th date. And that's
Apparently,
why he's a virgin.
where did he come up with the 6th date and not the 5th date? Okay, anyway.
I don't know.
She backed away and left disappointed. I am a virgin, in parentheses, for real. And I was not going to hook up with someone with a weird obsession to creep me out.
Look at that. This guy's got fucking standards.
He's got standards, and apparently he's good looking. And
Someone's coming up to him saying, I need you to smash me.
What would you do if someone came up to you and said, you know, my name is
Depends.
Sally. I want to smash you.
My name is Sally, and I want to smash you.
Yeah.
Depends if Sally's good looking. If it's just a smash.
Wait, what? Okay, so say.
And then I would also be like, well, we're going to have to discuss testing as well.
Not the testing.
No, because she's telling me she wants to smash and she doesn't know me at a party. She's probably telling other people that she wants to smash.
She's promiscuous.
And as the numbers go up, you got to keep them tested.
Keep them tested.
Yeah, keep them tested.
Keep them testing. All right.
Ralph, his excuse was, I'm too tired.
It's a good excuse.
This is a common excuse.
Very common excuse.
I think it's maybe the most common excuse.
Yeah.
I'm too tired. I'm on my period.
Oh, that's another one.
I ate Indian food tonight. I'm gassy as fuck.
I know. I mean,
that one's a big one.
Yeah. I just got off the bidet.
Oh. Speaking of which, Dave says it's too messy. And besides, I just changed the sheets.
Oh, man. That takes the romance out of it, doesn't it?
This is a good moment to plug the sex blankets. We're not currently sponsored by them, but I highly recommend sex blankets if you're interested.
I know, because that way you don't have to be like him saying, I just changed the sheets. Like it wouldn't even enter your mind. You just have that sex blanket handy.
You know what's funny? I'm unpacking into my current apartment. I have 2 pairs of bed sheets, regular bed sheet, 2.
Okay.
And 4 sex blankets. Why do I have 2-to-1 sex blankets to regular sheets?
Why do you have 4 sex blankets?
You would think that I'm having sex multiple times a day.
I do.
No, now I'm having sex maybe multiple times a year.
A year.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But when
the
you
sex
do,
has
you have a
come to
brand new.
screeching halt.
It's a halt right now.
Halt.
But you got the blankets there just in case the opportunity presents itself. You're
Or
ready.
if I have a dog come over and starts fucking drooling all over the place.
So it's a multi-use.
Yes.
You can use it as a dog blanket.
You can put it
use
out in the park.
Oh, you're gonna have sex on it and bring it
I
to a
think we got
park.
to start selling these again. I made a prototype. It looked phenomenal, and then I just abandoned the idea. But it's phenomenal.
We can sell it coupled with my
Oh, here we go.
I
know it.
electric toothbrush that turns into a vibrator.
I knew it. I knew it.
That is probably much more useful than a sex blanket.
Let's finish off with actually recording from. Well, we have two more. One is a recording from my sister. Should we play this one?
Yes.
In the summer of 2006, I had been flirting with this guy who I met at the hostel bar in London. And
wait, put on pause. Why are you looking like a puzzled face?
I just started thinking about her flirting, and it didn't.
In 2006, this is right after her father passed away in May of 2006.
That's less of a concern for me. More. I just can't really imagine her flirting too much.
Why?
I don't know.
She's. What do you mean? She shouldn't flirt?
She should flirt. I just haven't. I'm just trying to picture it. I'm having trouble.
You know this idea of your sister is like the Virgin Mary or something?
Yes.
But she just had a baby. Well, anyway, go on. Let's hear it.
This guy who I met at the hostel bar in London, and I realized that he was going to want to go have sex, and I wasn't up for that. So I just sort of dropped on him that my dad had been murdered earlier that summer.
Another
which
one.
was true. Thinking it would kill the vibe, but unfortunately he was really nice and then wanted to like process it with me. Anyway, we didn't end up having sex, but I did do that.
Okay.
In this situation, the death of the parent was actually real.
Yeah, as
This is
opposed
not
to the other one who
fake
said
excuse.
the mother had passed away, which I think is what you don't want to jinx someone by telling them that your mother passed. You know, you don't want to do that.
What is the best way to just reject someone outright? I don't want to have sex
I just
with you.
say I'm just not in the mood. What's wrong with that?
You don't just say, "Hey, I'm not feeling it" between us.
Isn't that the same thing as I'm not in the mood?
No, I'm not in the mood. Can suggest this. I'm mood in
Oh,
the
yeah,
later.
that's true. That's true.
You think this mustache makes me look more handsome?
Wait, well, what are you derailing this conversation?
Well, we're reaching the end of this segment, and
Oh,
I
my
just
God.
wanted to take a quick moment to acknowledge that my mustache is growing out of control.
Your mustache looks like one lion tamer in the circus.
The fuck?
They always have these long, skinny mustaches that
This is
curl
not
up
so.
there.
This is not so skinny. Wait, you're talking about a lion tamer? They do have those long, skinny mustaches.
Yes.
This is full.
Okay, you got a full mustache.
I think it does make me feel a little bit.
Whimsical?
I think a little sexier.
That's why you're doing
Like a dirty porn star. Like a
You
dirty
do-
70s
You
porn
are
star.
ready to do that right now. You got that. For those of you who can't see this podcast, you should. It's on YouTube.
I was supposed to wear a
Spotify.
necklace today. I forgot.
He's wearing like this purple satiny, like
Velvet, mother.
what?
Velvet.
Okay, velvet shirt that I think he thinks he's very. It's a nice color for you, but I think you think you're like a stud or something.
Joel, you like this shirt? Our producer is one of the most fashionable guys we know, and he's giving me the thumbs up.
And what'd you say?
It's giving sexy man.
Is it the mustache or is it the purple velvet?
It's the whole combo, mother.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Should we get to the final excuse?
Yes.
To not have sex? JC says the worst BJ excuse. She said, I can't. I keep thinking about how I'm going to kiss the kid goodnight.
What does that mean?
Oh,
Is that back to the only reason you have sex is baby making?
No.
No. What are you? Was she talking about her own kid?
She just didn't want to go down on this guy because he had to give the kid a kiss that night. and didn't want
for
to
crying out
kiss the
loud.
baby with the cum mouth.
Okay.
I actually can kind of understand it. But why can't she just go and wash them mouth
Yeah,
out?
why can't you go brush your teeth?
Brush the teeth, wash them. Oh, God,
All right.
disgusting. I don't know. It's got so gross.
Well, it looks like we got some
God.
listener texts in here.
Oh, yeah, we did have one other listener message that was a little bit, it was not related to this line of thought, but I thought it was a response to a previous episode.
Would you please read it?
I would love to. This person said, does a hairy ass smell worse than a smooth one? I have a bit of body hair. Definitely not a super hairy guy, and I do trim the hair in my ass crack.
How?
I have definitely... What do you mean, how?
How does he trim the hair in his ass crack?
He probably has got a manscaping tool and just fucking
Oh,
goes to
I
town.
see what you're saying. Okay, go on.
I have definitely noticed less smell without hair. Look at that. After a shower, it's either way, but after a day's work, it's definitely a lot worse with hair. I've definitely smelled ass a few times when fucking my wife doggy. I'm into anal as well, and we've had some funny mishaps with that. I always figured, don't play in the park if you don't want to get dirty. Oh, Jesus Christ.
We got some sneaky freaks listening to this podcast. That's all I can tell you.
But
What?
this is interesting research.
I like that. Don't play in the park if you don't want to get dirty.
Yeah, you like that?
Have you ever had
Should
sex
make
in a
TV
park?
show. No, he's not talking about the literal park.
I'm just asking. I just thought I'd ask that question. Have you ever had sex in a park? Because I have.
Why do you ask me? You could just share it. You try to tee me up like this is a common thing that everyone has done. No. When did you have sex in a park?
With your father.
Oh, Jesus.
Back in the days.
Why?
I don't know. We were outside in the park, and he ended up getting like 150 mosquito bites.
Were people around?
No, it was like, dusk,
Late at night.
Yeah, I wouldn't, you wouldn't catch me these days having sex in a park.
I tried to go on a date in that park at night after dusk, and coyotes approached.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't like that.
That's a crazy story,
That
too.
ended the date.
Oh, my God.
Swiftly ended the date.
That's a good excuse.
That was not good. I don't recommend going into the park after dark.
Well, we'd love to hear your excuses if you didn't have time to participate this time. So please let us know.
310-356.
That's
our number. Give us a text. We'd love to chat with you. And thank you for all of your messages, including this one about the hairy ass smell. This is good research to know. I can imagine that hair traps some stank. It does. I think it does. And if you groom it up, maybe it will remove some of that stank. It makes me want to vomit even just saying these words. It is making me gag thinking about the ass.
Why are you thinking about it? Why not?
Well, I just read it. Now I'm just rehashing it.
Re-assing it.
Re-assing it. Mom.
Yeah.
What's going on in your life? Oh, God.
In keeping with our theme? Well, so we had my Dees and I had our 17-year anniversary of when we first met.
Now when you
17
started
years.
dating.
Well, when we first met, we started dating.
Okay.
And he decides.
Oh, that's interesting. So that's the real anniversary when you first met. It's
well,
not
what's weird is that
you didn't marry.
We never got married, right? And we also met on a leap year.
Oh, you love this.
So that really doesn't, it means that
Some of these years don't count.
some of these years don't count.
One every 4 years? What is it?
Yep.
Okay.
So it's typical me though. This would happen, right? That I would meet someone.
Why does it matter at all?
It's a weird thing. You can't really celebrate your anniversary. Well, so we decided to we'll celebrate on the 28th of February and the 1st of March.
What do people do that are born on the 20th of February?
29th of February.
29th of February.
They're like Benjamin Buttons. They're only like 4 years old. After 16 years, they're.
But then you just choose one or the other, March 1st or February.
What are you looking at me like I know the answer to these questions?
Because you're in a similar situation.
Well, so we decided this time we're going to celebrate both the 28th and the 1st.
I didn't realize that was the reason for this.
Yes, we have 2 anniversaries.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's really cute.
So we just... He's decided he's going to try something. He's going to, I don't know if we want to say the type of word, but it's like, those like Viagra, Cialis, or those kind of...
A vasodilator.
Vasodilators.
Okay.
He tries it. He was like,
How
first,
did he just happen to have it?
yeah, I don't know where he gets these things from. So he happened to have one. I said, just try what they have. No, I'm just going to try the whole thing.
Oh, Jesus. It's going to be dangerous for his heart.
I know. I was very concerned about this.
No doctoring.
No, doctor, just go right at it.
Jesus.
Anyway, so he does it. It was all good. He enjoyed it. But then I guess he had a perpetual hard on for like 2 days.
No way.
Constantly like jacking off.
No way.
So funny. I looked at his shirt. I'm like, what's all this white shit on your shirt?
He was coming in on his shirt?
I guess he came on his shirt. He wasn't about to use the sex blanket.
Oh my God. That is so gnarly.
This podcast episode is the gnarly episode.
Mom, why did you choose to share that?
Well, because it was about our anniversary. What? Do you have something better?
I'm just picturing Deez with the come out of his shirt and he's jerking off.
I did ask him if I could tell this story on the podcast, and he said it's okay.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah. Well, did you have any fun experiences that you would like to discuss that's going on in your life?
No, I'm completely celibate right now.
Why?
I'm trying. I'm still have not moved into my apartment. I feel like I can't invite anyone over or
Why
even
can't
do.
you-
There's no room right now for anyone in my life right now.
Why can't you go to their house?
No, but it's not even the. It's
You're
like,
too busy with your life.
yeah.
All right.
Too much clown shit going on, too much work. I don't have time for that shit.
Well, the only time you had time for that shit was when you were staying in my place and you wanted to fuck.
Dude, that's why I need to make the most of this. And then of course you cock block the shit out of me. That's exactly right.
I did not cockblock the shit out of you. I just
Cock-block
said
the
it didn't.
shit out of me.
You did not need to have sex in my bed. I think that's a normal thing to request.
Oh, I did have a video I could share.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I'm trying. This is an update about my life. I realize.
Okay. What's going on in your life?
Well, this was a video I sent to my friend who's a doctor at I think it was midnight my time, 2 a.m. his time. Should I play it?
Yeah.
Hello, you loose goose. Listen, I miss you, guy. I'm wondering if I can ask for your doctoral advice. I developed a ball right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Where is
Right
that
here.
ball?
Behind my ear.
Oh.
I touch, and it's like a little ball. And then I was like, I'll let that go for like 5 days. And now I just discovered another little ball right here. So I
Again,
got a ball here and a ball here now. 2
You're
little
not-
balls.
not on your balls.
The
These
balls
are on the
multiplying.
side of your head, right?
Or it might have been the whole time I didn't
underneath my
notice. But
ear.
there's what's going on with the balls? Why are there balls here?
Wait, so your friend, in all fairness, is a doctor,
Yes.
but you call him at 2:00 in the morning his time talking about your balls.
I didn't call him. I just sent him a video of my balls on the back of my ear.
But you sent it to him.
It's underneath. It's still here. You want to? Take
No,
a
I
look?
don't want to take a look.
It's right here.
I'm not
It's
concerned. It doesn't mean anything. It's probably an inflamed hair follicle or something like that.
It's not an inflamed
Or
hair
a
follicle.
sebaceous cyst.
Yeah, it could be a sebaceous cyst. It also could be head cancer.
No. Are
It
you,
could be. Could
are you,
be some.
are you
no, but it-
Googling
No, I'm not.
head cancer?
No, it's very unlikely, but it could be a tumor.
What-
Yeah.
why do you think it could be a tumor?
Have you felt this?
No, I'm not going to feel it.
Why not?
I don't feel like feeling your balls that are.
Joel, you want to feel my ball? He doesn't respond. He doesn't even look at
Our
me.
producer is like, I don't have to put. I can put up with a lot, but
I'm
this
not.
is something.
It's the ball behind my ear. It's not the.
What do you mean? It's the ball behind your ear. It's not the ball behind your ear. It's just a gland.
It's right here.
It's like a little nothing. It's like
It's a little nothing.
Yes, it's a little.
Why did I put a fucking rock behind the back of your ear and you tell me it's a little nothing?
Feels like a rock.
Yes.
I don't think it feels like a rock. It
You
probably
haven't
feels
touched
like,
it.
I'm not touching it.
Touch it.
No,
Come on.
No, I don't want to touch
Touch
your
the
ball.
fucking ball.
No, I'm not touching your ball.
Why won't you touch the ball?
First of all, if
come
someone,
on, come on over.
no. Oh God damn it!
Gently.
There's
Jen.
nothing. There's nothing here. What are you talking?
not touching-
Oh, this?
Yes.
Oh, that-
What the fuck?
I'm just kidding.
What the fuck?
It's like a little cyst. It's a cyst. It's nothing.
It could be a lymph node.
Have you been Googling?
I've been ChatGPTing.
Oh my God.
It could be. It's either a swollen lymph node or a sebaceous cyst.
All
I
right,
agree.
for those of you, again, listening rather than watching, and I don't blame you at this point. If I were you, if I was watching, I would turn it off immediately. But for those of you who didn't get a chance to witness what we just did, I was not touching Cam's ball just to be, okay? I was just, he forced me to touch some sort of a cyst behind his ear. And
Joel,
it was
are you
disgusting.
sure you don't want to touch it?
And he's asking our
He's
producer
hiding.
to come here and touch his ball
He's
too.
hiding and ignoring me. All right. I no one seems to give a shit. Not even, and by the way, my friend did not respond.
And how many days has it been?
A week.
A week?
Over a week.
He doesn't seem to be that concerned. If he was concerned and thought this was cancer or something, God forbid, that he would call you up and say, maybe you should get it checked out. But he didn't even bother returning it. And also because you send these random videos. It's like, I don't know how he could be your friend anymore. He was your friend from high school, and now look at.
He didn't know what he was signing up for when he
did
became my
not
friend in high
realize
school.
it.
Fuck.
But I always say, why don't you go look for a doctor?
No, I don't usually have physical ailments.
You don't usually have physical
No, I
ailments.
swear to God. If you
Are
look
you
the
kidding
whole
me?
last year, I didn't talk about my fucking health at all with you.
That's a lie.
No, it's not. And it's because I was not in Los Angeles being sedentary, locked up in my little prison cell of an apartment, just working all day. Yeah.
Wait a
My
second.
life was better.
Wait a second.
My life was better in France.
So you're saying the reason that you had no ailments.
No.
What is this?
It's a French song.
Okay. Anyway, for those of you who do not know what the hell's going on here,
it's getting loose
Cam
at the
is
end over here.
derailing this whole conversation to be about him for a change.
Are you fucking kidding?
It's always about your
Are you? You
ailments.
got to be fucking kidding me.
Your ailments always front and center.
I literally have not talked about an ailment in the past year. This is the first, and it's the first ailment I've had, and I have been pretty chill about it.
You were concerned about STDs at some point. You were concerned about STIs. You were concerned about possible pregnancies. I remember some of the.
This is when I was in Los Angeles.
I don't know. I can't keep track of when you have their episodes, but you've had
episodes.
That's our episode.
Is this an episode?
This is an episode.
This is not an episode. I'm not like sitting up late at night
You
thinking
have
about
talked
this.
about this ball behind your ear now.
You don't think it's weird that this fucking stone exists behind my ear for over a week?
No, I don't. I think it's a nothing.
Well, guess what? ChatGPT says if it lasts another week, I should go to the doctor.
Okay. Speaking of ChatGPT,
Yeah.
never mind.
What?
No, I was just saying that I think I'm getting addicted to perplexity.
Your own version of ChatGPT?
It's AI. Yeah. I'm getting to the point now. I don't even have to think anymore. I just go right to perplexity, check out what's going on over there.
It's an obsession.
It's getting to be an obsession.
Yeah.
It's not good for people that have any health concerns.
You're.
I'm researching.
Oh, that's not good.
I'm researching.
That's not good.
I can go down a rabbit hole real easily.
What do you think ChatGPT would say if we said, "Hey, come up with some excuses to avoid sex"? Should we try that out?
Yes, let's
do it. That's how we'll end the episode.
Okay.
How about that?
Okay.
All right, you love that idea. Here are a few classics, and these are some truly terrible and hilarious excuses.
Okay.
Ready for this? This is from ChatGPT. I just ate and I need to digest.
That's very similar to what I use as an excuse.
The next was, my pet looks sad. I need to comfort them. Poor Fluffy needs emotional support.
That's original.
Why is... I think I'm getting a cold. Maybe in a few days. Preemptive excuse making at its finest. The moon is in retrograde and it's messing with my vibes. Astrology is a bedroom blocker.
First of all, the moon doesn't go into retrograde. Mercury's in retrograde. What are they talking about?
It's a bad excuse.
Bad excuse. You don't even know your astrology.
I have an early morning in 3 days. Super advanced scheduling conflicts. Foolish.
Very sad.
I need to charge my phone first because dead batteries are a bigger emergency than sex. What? Now we're going off the rails over here.
Yeah.
I just showered and I don't want to get sweaty. So much for spontaneity. I can see you using that excuse.
Me, I definitely would use that excuse.
Have you used that excuse?
Oh, I don't like when I just got my hair done and then
I think
Deez
about
wants
this.
to have sex. I'm like, no, I'm not going to do that and ruin my hairdo. I just spent a lot of money on.
No fucking way.
No, I'm not going to do that. At least
That
give
is
me one day
hilarious.
at least that I can look nice
That
with
is
my.
fucking hilarious. Unreal.
That's a good excuse.
Next one. I think I pulled a muscle somewhere. Vague but effective.
Now that's like my girlfriend that did that. She would always have pulled muscles.
Do you know
Oh no, what?
I think I pulled a muscle during sex and
What?
it still hasn't healed. It's been months.
What? Okay.
Every
I think
time I'm in yoga, it reactivates it.
maybe you have
in the
a
groin.
strain from yoga.
No, it's a strain from sex is what that is.
You may have
Oh no.
a hernia.
No. I
No?
might.
Maybe
you-
the
I
hernia
actu-
traveled from your
No, I don't.
groin up to your behind your ear.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's just a strain.
It's a
It's
strain.
an unusual, when your
What
legs are
position were you getting in?
It's like like straddling.
Wait, what position were you possibly getting in to have a groin injury like that?
It's a lot of straddling into strange places. That's like an Olympic sport for me.
Oh God in heaven!
I promised myself I'd go to bed early tonight. That's actually a great excuse and something I've used before.
Really, I can't see you ever saying no to sex.
Okay, that's actually accurate as well. Let's wait until Mercury is out of retrograde.
There you go. Someone who knows astrology.
All right, that's the last one. All right,
was
so
beautiful.
those are the excuses. If you ever want, you sneaky freaks want an excuse to not have sex, there you go. Thank you for tuning in.
I really like that. That was a fun little episode.
We loved it. And as always, thank you very much for supporting the show. Especially thank you to our Sneaky Freak patrons. You are our family. You keep our lights on in here with this wonderful producer. Thank you, you podcaster.
Right. It's patreon.com, patreon.com/sex talk with my mom. You will find us there. You will help us there. And you might even get a little surprise video from Cam about some ailment that he has.
I love that you're fucking signing me up for that shit.
I'm sure everybody.
I'm not going to complain to them about my
maybe
my
we
rocks
have,
behind
maybe
my
we
ear.
have a doctor that's part of our Patreon.
We do.
We do.
Yeah, we do. Oh, that's pretty good.
That person should not have told you.
Oh,
boy,
yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
person is in for a lot of trouble now.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing this show and for being such wonderful supporters. We love you guys. Sing
And
them
let
out,
me
Moot.
tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and coming up with your excuses.
Excuses.
Excuses, that works.
It works.
We love you guys.
Love you.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. We put some real funny clips out there.
Ciao.
Bye.